In fact, when we started, we said we're going to do 3 things, and they all start with an R. We are going to restore the pride of Umugusi people. We are going to rebuild the institutions that made us great. And yes, we're going to revitalize our community. Those are the things we said we will do. But because that sounded very difficult and very complicated, we said, let's break it down. We want a brighter Nyamira. A brighter Nyamira that is going to be illuminated by 3 things. If you look on the poster, there's a young man there. That picture was taken when I was a little younger, so don't be fooled. But next to that young man, you see a brighter Nyamira, and a brighter Nyamira would only be realized, according to us, if we do 3 things. The first one is we have to embrace new ideas. We are tired. Somebody said some people are 84. I have nothing against age, but I think a brain that has worked for 84 years deserves a rest. There are no new ideas coming out of an 84-year brain. I'm no doctor, but I submit to you that that is true. We need new ideas. Americans like Lily will tell you that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. We are done with that. We want new ideas. The people of Nyamira demand them. Fortunately for us, Bwakire has them. And I give you examples of new ideas. I'm not going to get into that today, but one simple example is how we can all get our county wealthy by use of technology, by use of the smart boys and girls that we have educated, and by using international connections and international enterprises to create wealth. 84-year brain cannot wrap that around itself. New ideas. The second thing that we think would make Nyamira brighter is a bold vision, and this is my personal favorite, because right now in Nyamira we are operating a county that is based on either a week or a month. We are thinking about what we eat today and tomorrow. We are offering something different. I want the people of Nyamira to think about our county in 10 years, 50 years, 100 years. And yes, I want the people of Nyamira to think and know about us when we are long dead. That means we have to do things that outlive us. That means finally we're going to build Nyamira University that has world-class education that we can leave behind when we are gone. That means we start dreaming about a healthcare system that is linked and that's effective, that has even partnerships with Mayo Clinic and others. We can dream big. A bold vision means I'll be governor for 10 years, but my legacy would live for 100 years. That's what a bold vision is. And so, before we can get a brighter Nyamira, we need a third element. And the third one is fresh faces. And I can't be more excited than this. I'll tell you why. You know, promoting a country or a county is actually a marketing job. I know people don't know that. You have to be able to market a county, and a county's image matters. How your leaders look matters. If your county governor shows up at a western capital and is being directed to the security area, we have a problem. If our governor is not seen as a governor, we have a problem. I'm not going to say anybody's looking bad, but I'm saying that, you know, it matters. Matters, people. Anyway, fresh faces means that if you go to Nyamira County right now, our recent history would have our governor, the departed Nyagarama, as our first governor in 2013. And then the second governor is Nyaribo, but he was Nyagarama's deputy. So his picture will be right next there as the deputy. And then his picture again comes back as the governor. And then the next person you see there will be the deputy governor. His name is Dr. Gesami. I don't know how old Dr. Gesami is, but I've heard of him since I was in primary school. And I was in primary school 40 years ago, right? So, fresh faces means maybe it's time for us to retire those ones. After 40 years, I think it's fair. Fresh face number one then is me. Take a look at that poster. Take a look at it. I am not bragging, but I think, yeah, the Lord say, but do I say? Fresh face number one, it's not just the look. It's factually true that I'm a fresh face to Nyamira County politics. Because I have not sought political office in Nyamira until now. I have not run to be the county governor. I have not run to be the senator. I have not run to be a member of parliament. I have not run to be an MCA. Heck, I have not even run to be a women rep. Zero. I'm a fresh face. But I'm not fresh to politics, and I like people to know this. When Mr. Ladu talked about me, he didn't mention that the first place we actually met was at a campaign event for the late Senator Wellstone. This was 1999. 1999. In Minnesota, we were running a senatorial campaign. Come 2000, we were still there. 2004, I was a paid staffer for the SEIU. I was the coordinator of the constituency organizers all over the state of Minnesota for the Democratic Party. This is 2004. 2008, you know what happened in this country? Everybody campaigned for Obama. We were in the thick of it. 2007, we were in charge of Raila 07 in Minnesota. 2011, I was the chairman of the Peter Kenneth Diaspora team. I spoke at KICC and annoyed people. Let me tell you what I said. It's on YouTube, you can find it. I said, you elect crooks, you are going to suffer for 10 years. And I said, I'm going to get on a plane, I'm going to leave, but you would have to deal with this for 10 years. Was I prophetic or what? So, 2013, I didn't do anything. 2017, we started planning Bwakire cell. I'm not new to politics, but I'm a fresh face. Fresh face number two, and this is the news now. This is where the news is. We said that in order for our county to have a completely different face in politics, we are going to first nominate and elect a smart, qualified, competent, upright, family, God-fearing lady from Nyamira County. And I said there are many. That's what I told the committee. I said there are many ladies like that in Nyamira County. And so we started looking. For 2 years, we have interviewed over 50 women from Nyamira County. Now, I'm a fairly confident person, but this one scared me. Because as of March 10th, March 11th, we still didn't have our nominee. And the deadline was the 26th of March. Our committee recommended to me that it's time to stop. It's time to put a man like all of them. And I told them, no, I will continue the search. 5 days before the deadline, I finally got a referral to a lady that I think fit all those descriptions, but I didn't know her. So here's what happened. Every time we got a referral for a possible DG candidate, we would put that person on speakerphone. And the people who are with me, usually 4 or 5, would kind of interview that person. On this day, I remember we were at a place called Keroka. And we called a lady whose name I would hold for now. And after about 5 minutes, everybody in the room said, I think we got her. And I said, we haven't even talked. But, long story short, we got our candidate. I have not been inspired by, after 50 people, after you talk to 50 people, you've seen characters. You've seen some people. I got one who told me outright that I have debts to pay. Because I usually would ask, why would you want to take this job, right? And she said, I have debts to pay, and we have to take care of this. And I said, how are you going to take care of it? She said, tenders. And I said, well, that's good. Looks like you and I can't do business then. Because I am going there to stop that. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy today to report that the person that we are going to announce next week as Nyamira's next deputy governor is a person who myself would love to vote in as governor on day 1. Which means that our efforts, although it went through 50 different souls, were rewarded in the end. There's a saying that talks about rewards coming to those who wait. And we waited. And we are very happy now that our team is complete because we have fresh face number 2. So, going back to where we started from, if Nyamira is going to be brighter, we have to get new ideas in by kicking out the old folks. We have to embrace a bold vision by thinking really big about where our county is going. And thirdly, we have to bring in the winning team of fresh faces. If we do that, I would rest, move on to the African Union, move on to the State House, knowing that we have done Nyamira proud. Yes. That's what I'd like to do. Just a few more things before I sit down. The problem with telling me I only have 20 minutes is that I start thinking how to compress my speech, which was 2 hours, into 20 minutes. But I'll try. No, I wasn't going to talk for the political party question. We are going to be winning the governor's office under the Democratic Congress Party. Our symbol is a butterfly. I have heard all manner of things about what butterflies represent. I will let you decide, but our symbol is the butterfly. Our party was founded by my friend and hopefully next Deputy President of Kenya, Mheshimiwa Peter Kenneth, who I'm not ashamed to say is the best president Kenya never got. We worked really hard in 2011, 2012, 2013 to get Peter Kenneth elected president of Kenya. We failed, and Kenya failed as well. You watch what's going on right now, you know that we don't have performers in charge. Peter Kenneth remains a performer in my book. And that is why I'm in his party, and that is why when I go to Nyamira, we are going to bar together with him, my able DG, and my teacher and friend, Makueni Governor, Professor Kibwana, so that we can show Nyamira what it can be. The potential is enormous, and we are not going to joke around here. I'm going to tell the people of Nyamira the truth, and the truth is we are playing at 15% of our capacity. We have to get to 100%, and if we do that, Nyamira will be the best and performing county in Kenya, and when I'm 60 years old, I would be a happily retired governor of Nyamira County. Thank you very much, and God bless you.